So Rochdale 13 with Alan Kilshaw following a 24-14 defeat to Batley Bulldogs here at the Crown Oil Arena. Is it disappointing for you, the manner in which you got defeat? You played well and you had a good dig and you didn't come out with the 2 points?
Yeah, mate, the outcome's obviously the most disappointing thing, but I'm pretty proud of our effort and the consistency we've shown from last week. I didn't think we were too far off. A couple of moments where we could have been better. I thought that their tries in the first half were soft, but our defence was really good. We did a lot of defending, and a couple of things went against us for whatever reason, but we come to expect that now. So that was disappointing, but our effort and our performance weren't far off, mate. And if we can keep at that level and just tweak those things, we're not going to be far away in the next few weeks.
And you mentioned the last game that you played against Batley that you felt like you didn't get what you deserved. Is it a case of deja vu here?
Oh, I'll have to watch it back. I just feel that again that just we don't get away with things that other teams do. There's a couple of incidents in the game. I think there was one where Joe's tackled a player and he stayed down, no penalty, and then the game stopped and there's a penalty, and then I just thought they had really good line speed in the second half. To be up that quick and stopping us that quick, they must have really fast line speed. And I did think Massam scored in the first half as well, so there was a lot of things I felt that went against us, but I'll have to watch it back and we'll see. But it's becoming a little bit regular now, a bit disappointing. I'm over it, to tell you the truth. And we spoke at half time about taking it out of anyone else's hands, and I thought we performed pretty well in the second half. And like I say, just a couple of things where we can be a little bit smart. 7 minutes to go, we put the ball out and probably could have challenged them a little bit more with the ball, and we didn't get much territory. And whether it's under 8s or state of origin, it's all about field position and possession, and we didn't have much field position today. And they're a big set, and it's hard to come off your line, and especially when they're coming up that fast. So when we were up there, I thought we had a chance when we went that short kick off, and we just we've got to be better in those moments of the game. And it's a young side, and they'll learn that, and we'll have a review on Tuesday, and we'll look at the positives and we'll look where we could have been a little bit better. And we know it's going to be tough at Dewsbury next week, and we've got to ramp up for it, and we'll be well prepared and get a couple of experienced blokes back next week as well, which is going to add to the cause. So look, you're never happy in defeat, but I did take a lot of positives out of this game today. I thought we had a real dig, and we did some good stuff.
One thing that stood out over the last couple of weeks is the consistency. You're putting together some consistent performances. Is that pleasing, considering it's the business end of the season, though? Yeah,
because we know we've got some big games to come, and we play Dewsbury and Swinton next, and probably because we've kept the same side last 2 weeks. I thought our defence was good again. Our defence was good. Only 3 tries conceded. One at the end there off the back of a ball strip, and then a couple in the first half, probably more from our attack. We'd drop the ball in yardage and a couple of soft tries, but they were on our line a lot, and they had a lot of ball on our line today, and we defended really well. And 3 tries each, we got done on a couple of goal kicks. Ours were tough, and I think they kicked 3 penalties as well. So there's a lot to take from it. The consistency, like you say, and won't be doom and gloom. We'll take the positives out of it. Batley are a good side. Their budget dwarfs ours. They were in the top 4 last year, and they're probably in a little bit of a false position themselves, where they're probably on paper a top 4 side, a top 5 side. So to get beat, just by I think 10 points, but it did probably blow out a little bit just at the end there with the try, and we gifted them a penalty on the hooter. So we'll take the positives out of it, like I say.
You lost a couple of rotations as well. Do you think that had a big impact, especially against their pack? They've got some big forwards in the middle there.
Yeah, well, we lost Jono, who was a strike player for us, and he looked dangerous, and he put Trigger through on early on, and Ben, who's captain and a leader out there. I thought Ryan did well, but to rotate those 2 would have been good. And when we had Ryan, Danny, and Lewis on there, if we'd put Ben into that mix, just that composure he brings you, back end, we might have had a different outcome. But he just hurt his hip, and the feedback I was getting, he's going to struggle a little bit, and he did struggle. He fell off a couple of tackles, which is disappointing for him because he played well last week and he'd started the game well today. But Jono copped a dead leg last week, and he got a bang in the same spot today, so really unlucky. But Mitch came on and was really good. So yeah, it would have had an impact. It would have had an impact, but you know, we're not going to make an excuse today. We were beaten, you know, by a smarter side.
And sometimes you can get drawn on the result rather than the performance. Is it key for you now to keep some positivity going into the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, without doubt. You say we've got 2 real tough games coming. You know, they're going to be dogfights. It's going to be tough. We've got to ramp up next week. It's tight pitch. They're on the back of some form. Good win for them today to lose, especially backing up from Wednesday. So, you know, look like they've been picking the games a little bit. So they'll have pinpointed this game, and I think they're only a point behind us now, or 2. So it's going to be all on it. And you know, we give them a touch up in round 1, so I'm sure that'll be within their thoughts. But we'll focus on us and take positives out of this performance and try and fix up those things that we need to improve on.
Cheers, Alan.